Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin from Florals.com, and as I mentioned in my How to Kill a Kit with Style Kill a Kit video from August, I said I was going to try to turn the leftovers of my kit into page kits, and you guys wanted to see that. Like I mentioned, there are other people that do this on YouTube, and I'll link them down below because they probably do it better than I do. But here's the leftover remaining items in my kit. To make my page kits, I am going to start with the paper, so I'm going to drag these out. And if you don't know what a page kit is, or if you didn't watch my previous video, I'll have it linked down below, but a page kit is essentially like a monthly kit like the one I created, except it is just a couple papers. So I mentioned in the other video that these three go really, really well together. I'm going to cut this one up, I think, right now while we're making the page kits, just so I can put individual pieces in each kit. But essentially you'll have like 3 papers, some 6x6 papers, and some embellishments, and that's the basis of your kit, just so you can grab it if this inspires a story. And like I said, I wanted to use this on a DC layout. At least I think that's what I said in my kit video. So I'm going to try to use one of these, like, Keep the Adventure Alive would be cute for a DC photo ready, just these little ones. So we're going to make some page kits today. I don't want to include mixed media in my page kits only because I want that available whenever I actually want to use it, since I'm very, sometimes I use mixed media, sometimes I don't. So I'm going to set those aside, but I'm going to start off with these 3 papers and set the rest of these aside. And for storing my page kits, I did pull out some plastic bags. These are from previous, like, craft orders. So if I've ordered paper, some companies put them in these plastic bags for when they go through the mail in case there's water damage, then your paper's okay. So these are what I have, but I know there is a value pack of large Ziploc bags like this that are like 13 by 15, so all your 12 by 12 items will fit, and I'll link those down below once I find them. But I'm going to be on the hunt for those later when I go to the dollar store, because I've heard they are there as well. So let's move all this out of the way. I'm going to trim up this Pink Fresh Studio paper here on top. And if you guys remember, this was the inspiration piece for my kit. So very odd that I didn't use it at all. And I don't really like the back, so I don't mind cutting it up. So I'm going to cut this up and then pick out some pieces to put in this kit. I really like Eyes on the Stars, Feet on the Ground, but again, this is supposed to be a travel layout little kit here. So if you don't want to do themey items like a travel theme or anything, you want to just make general page kits for several stories or several story options, I would suggest mainly doing color and then picking main icon pieces, which I'll go through as well. So let's see here. Maybe I should use this one. If I include this butterfly one, I can do the Museum of Natural History, but I don't remember if we actually saw butterflies there. So let me grab a bag to put these papers in, since I know what they look like. I don't really need to keep them out. And then, I know I've seen a lot of page kits where people don't include 6x6 papers, but I'm not huge into cutting 12 by 12 papers up, if you guys have noticed. I tend to just use layering from smaller sheets of paper. So I think I'm just going to pick out some 6x6 sheets. I tend to remember where they come from, so that's not an issue. Okay, wait, let's start with, there's just a lot of stuff everywhere. I just left it in the same exact pile from my last video. I like these 2 cards. These are from Studio Calico, and they have that mint and yellow. This has yellow in it. It's a yellow grid pattern. And also, I'm experimenting with my lighting again, so if you guys think this is okay, let me know. Again, still experimenting. So I might pull those out into there just as layering pieces. I also like this one a lot, but it's not the right shade of yellow. I might include this one. I like this for an itinerary, but when we go to our DC trips, it was just a weekend, so I don't really need that, so I'm just going to put that back. So there's those for a little bit of inspiration. I have a bunch more cards in here, and I don't think I use many of these in my layouts. And I also don't mind putting washi tape into a collection, or a page kit, because I have a ton of it. Like this one's super cute. But again, I don't need a ton of stuff for this. And there's also a great way to build a page kit is if you have a sketch. So you'll take the sketch and then you can see what elements are on it, and you'll see if there's a journaling spot, and then you'd include this. So I lied about wanting the papers out of their bag. I'm just going to take them out because it's a lot easier. I just wish my desk was a little flatter. Like that's a pretty good match. Like I said, these are pretty good matches as well. And again, it's not like I'm going to be seeking out these cards specifically. And I also don't know which DC photo I'm going to do, so we'll include both of those. And I don't want to overwhelm myself with a page kit, just because it's supposed to be just a quicker method for us to scrapbook. And so that I've cut apart these 3x4 cards. They'll just go on my Project Life card stash, which I think I showed in my latest scrap room tour, but I'm not 100% sure if that's in there. But if you guys would like organization videos, let me know. I think you guys have expressed interest in the past, and I'm working on it. It's just taking me a while. I like that one. This is about partying, birthday parties. We're gonna leave those. I think we're done with Project Life cards because that's enough. And I'm just gonna set those back over here. So once I'm done creating page kits with my leftover items, I'll probably just put the rest of them away where they go normally. So there is this sticker sheet. These are puffy stickers, and I had a really hard time using them. I think I used 2 on these layouts, maybe just 1. Not really feeling it for this page kit either. Let's see what else we have. Embellishments, washi tape. Love a good washi tape. Let's go with black. I'd like that stark contrast to be pulled out from this map behind here. And this little die cut's perfect. That's from Doodlebug. It says together. Maybe buckets of fun. That's kind of dumb. There's that one. I think this is from the same collection, so we'll include that. Again, not trying to overwhelm my options here, but again, I also don't know what I'm scrapbooking, so just a couple of options for items to pick from. Not really into that one either. This one says let's go, and like I said, this is going to be a travel-y sort of themed page, so I'm going to include that. Something like adorable I wouldn't necessarily include because it's a travel themed page, but again, depends on what you're doing. See, a lot of these go really well together because they're all from LE Studio, so I'm just going to leave that one out because I have a lot of cards and items, so good on that. Let's see, this washi tape's a little bit of a different color. Maybe, I think I'm just going to include the black by itself. I have this black tassel, which would be cool, but also have an idea to throw that for another layout. These hearts are very matchy-matchy. I need to bring in more of this yellow color, so I might do a kite. I haven't used one of these yet. Let's include one little kite. These have yellow in them. These are just some regular stickers. I think if I had to pick one, I'd pick this one. So I'm going to include this one for fun. See if I can use that. There's also some black elements on this Studio Calico sticker sheet, so I'm going to include that for some more labels. I also really like these for travel pages because they have like little cameras, go see do, and again has that sort of tealy color and that yellowy color. So we'll include those. This is like going to be my entire kit in this one little thing here. And I do have some smaller bags for embellishments too, so they don't, you know, get lost in the bag, the giant bag I should say. I'm going to include this black and white branding strip, and this is from One Canoe 2, the Hazelwood collection. I have these ephemera pieces, which are absolutely beautiful. And the idea is not to include everything that you, like I wouldn't include this whole ephemera pack in here. I don't mind including just a sticker sheet, but if you guys have watched Janet's video from RTS Scrapbooking, she has a lot of great tips for doing things like this and organizing your things so it's easier for you to use them. So this page kit's practically done. I don't need to include stickers because that's, or I mean thickers, alphabet thickers, because that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to include a couple sheets from here. This one's perfect. It's nice yellow again. Maybe some scrap pieces. That does not really match. But I also really like the, you know, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to include it. So like I said, I'm working with scraps on this one now, not too much left to it. I also really like this basic pattern, but let's see what Simple Stories has to offer first. So this is the Life Documented collection, which I did not use very much of during my last How to Kill a Kit with Style process. I just didn't get time to use it all. I kind of like this ledger paper, because DC is very formal, you know, business district. See, another strip of yellow, might as well include it. This also isn't very travel-y themed, it's just pretty regular. So there's some 6x6 papers to layer. Again, I don't have to include everything, but I'm just going to show you guys an example kit here, and then I'll try to do it with the rest of my papers, but not feeling confident in that since the rest of the papers are pretty randomized. I think these would be okay to go in here. You have a beautiful geotag, and I don't have wax paper, which I still need to buy, but maybe I'll just include these in here, because you have some yellow and you have some the mint color, and then you also have these wood grains, which I think would be really pretty. So there it is, it's in there. I mean, you can barely tell this is a kit. This looks like a normal size kit for some people probably. This is pretty good. It matches the Echo Park papers pretty great. It's got the yellows, the pinks, and then this light bluey teal color, and then also a wood grain, so including that as well. But I think that's going to be it for this general page kit. So now I'm going to put the little embellishments in here so we do not lose them. And maybe I'll get to using this in September. Maybe I won't. I don't know if DC album's on the top of my list, but it could be. I just don't know yet. I don't know what I'm going to work on. Just work on what inspires me the most, so whatever you guys want to see, let me know and I'll see if I can get to it. But I think I'm going to try page kits out and see how that goes. And if it goes pretty well, maybe I'll continue to do page kits instead of one giant kit, which I mean, they can easily go hand in hand, so it's not like a huge deal to make a page kit over a larger kit like my previous kit, but this is just a fun way to use up your supplies in a different setting. So just grabbing one of these 12 by 12 bags full of supplies and seeing where it takes you. So essentially you'll see the things in this bag and saying, oh, that die cut's perfect for this layout, and then you'll grab it and then continue to use it. And you might be able to get 2 pages out of a page kit. It really just depends how much you include. Oh, you know what? This mesh would be perfect in there too, since I have the gridlock of DC to talk about. So I'm going to include that in there as well. And of course, my kit's missing some things like stickers, like I mentioned before. I don't have any stickers. And by stickers, I mean alphabet stickers. I don't know why I just keep referring to them as stickers, because obviously that's something. And if you do make a ton of page kits, you can start organizing them by theme. So if you were making like a Disney page kit, and you knew you wanted it for Animal Kingdom, then you could easily just include little tabs at the top here or some washi tape. I just found this in my die cuts organization next to my desk. It just says let's go. I know it's not going to focus because the lighting's not really great, but it says let's go, and this is just a chipboard piece, so I'm going to include this as well. Maybe I'll take one last look through my embellishments over here, because of course I always expand outside my kit. That's my like MO for scrapbooking, is not following the rules. Not that there are rules, but you make a kit to make it easier on yourself, and then I just pull in things from other places. So this is one kit from my previous larger kit. So this is one page kit. These are the papers I have left. Now there's plenty here to make something else. Like these two go really great together, but they're also bold together. So maybe, I also like these two together. No, these two together. But I might have to expand. So I'm going to work on these page kits and fast forward and do a little voiceover for you guys. So we'll see if I create 2 out of this. I will have to expand because these color schemes are not what the overall theme of my kit was, but like this goes perfectly, and I'm going to cut up more of this paper over here from Pink Fresh Studio to try to fit in to my kit. So let's fast forward and see what we can get together. So to start off my next page kit, I'm going to go with these 2 papers, both from Pink Fresh Studio. This has more of a masculine feel, or at least outdoorsy and rugged. And I also pulled out the Pink Fresh Studio Boys Fort sticker sheet right there, which of course goes with these papers, luckily. I received most of this Pink Fresh Studio stuff in a grab box, so they go together perfectly. I'm also going to use this cut apart sheet, which is from a different collection. Not that I can remember it now, but these 2 pieces really spoke to me. They have the darker elements, but still a little bit of color, and then also that wood grain pattern. Next, I'm going to go through my Project Life cards that I have out. I end up going with a yellowy gray feel for these specific pieces, and I think that added a lot. Looking through my embellishments, I pulled out a little piece from Pink Paisley that says Me and You. I think that's from the C'est La Vie collection. I also pull in some of these black puffy stars from Bella Boulevard, and I figured for a more masculine page, that's something I would definitely pull in is stars. I pulled out a border piece, and that's pretty much it, and some washi tape. Just keeping this one fairly simple. I knew I wanted to add some 6x6 papers, which I almost forgot about. I pull in this dark blue stripe from Simple Stories, and then I also pull in some sequins. These are Blue Moon by Spiegelmom Scraps, and then a Freckled Fawn sticker sheet. I'm still looking for more, but of course these are just starter page kits. You don't have to add as much when you're making a page kit. I'm including some more die cuts, some gray labels, some vellum pieces in a brown tone, which are from Studio Calico. And this one's pretty simple. I'm going to grab a bag now and put that away. If you're making a ton of page kits, I recommend starting to sort them. I only have 3 at the moment, the ones that I'm making in this video, but you could sort them by a theme or color. So if you know you're going to do a floral page, perhaps you should have a floral section. Or if you have travel themed page kits, I would do a travel section. So here is where I start pulling out bits for this. The right paper I believe is from Chamel, the middle paper is from Simple Stories, and the left cut apart sheet paper is from One Canoe 2. And here I'm pulling out some Pinkfish Studio ephemera pieces. Instead of throwing in the whole ephemera pack, which I've been doing for other elements, I just pulled in a couple pieces because they'll go in that little bag and stay there. Here I'm pulling out some more pink and teal elements from various collections. I sort my die cuts by color, families I should say, because they're just 3 families. There's neutrals, warm tones, and then cool tones. The warm tones are pinks, oranges, and yellows, and reds, and the cool tones are purples, blues, and greens. So I have a couple of little elements sitting on my desk like this star jar here, and I had a bunch of elements I could pull out of there, so I might as well, instead of having them sit on my desk not being used, I pull out some flair that's in there, some wood veneer, and some more various die cut pieces. And when I do use this kit, if I use it in a video or a layout share, I'll tell you more about the products in here. I'm just going so fast through this because you guys already saw me make one whole one live, and it's pretty much the same concept where I go through different bits and just starting to look for color or repeating patterns. So if I found some camera embellishments, that'd be perfect for this camera paper. I do have the Simple Stories paper pad that goes with that floral paper, but instead of pulling that out and using elements from that, I'm trying to combine other things from my stash to make it a little bit more interesting. But that's pretty much for it for this kit. I want to add some washi tape, of course. So I think I grab a pink one. Maybe I grab 2 for this one. But yeah, that's it for these page kits. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to share with you guys one last overview. So, of course, I have to add some 6x6 papers to this page kit. That's something I kept forgetting about because my 6x6 papers, I don't usually rip out of their pads unless I'm going to use them. But that's it for this kit, and now going back to show you guys what I made. Okay, so now that we have our page kits put together, I do have 2 papers left over, but I don't have any more 12x12 bags. These 2 could easily be a page kit, but I think I'm going to put them back. I'm having a really hard time using this Hello paper, mainly because if I want to put a title on it, it doesn't really work. So I think this is going to end up being a layering paper instead of a background paper than I originally anticipated. But maybe some mixed media will help with that. I don't know. We'll see. This is also a Christmas paper, which again, these would look really cute together. But I think I'm just going to put them away back where they were. For now, at least, I can always come back and put them together. But as you can see, we got 3 page kits done, inspired by the papers in my previous monthly kit. So this is a great way to extend your stash and that inspiration. So I took this in 3 completely different routes. I have a more masculine kit here, more outdoorsy or rugged, or even a school layout since I have an alphabet background. But definitely darker colors, darker tones, and also like a distressed sort of vintagey feel. So that's what this one is. As you can see here, a lot of Pinkfish Studio in that one. This one's my travel one. This one's for a DC video that I haven't done yet. I don't know which picture, but I really like the map for DC because this reminds me of it. And I don't know what this map is actually of, or if she made up a map when she was designing, but I think this would be really great for a DC page. And we have the teals and the yellows, which is super fun, and then also black to add a stark contrast, so that's fun. This is a wide variety of manufacturers, from Crepe Paper, Dear Lizzie, One Canoe 2, Echo Park, Recollection, Studio Calico, some Project Life cards, some Doodlebug, some washi tape from somewhere, and I think even making creative memories paper, perhaps. That yellow one that I pulled out, that's the other 12 by 12. That one might be as well. So that's done. And lastly, we have this one, which you just saw me make at the end there. Some pink and teals, and then a cut apart sheet. So I'm really happy with these. If you guys want to see specific layouts making these, I can film them. Let me know. Once I get to them at least. I don't know what's going to inspire the next layout. So I hope you guys enjoyed these kits. If you have any questions, let me know. If you guys would like to see me make more page kits just for my regular stash, also let me know, because I had fun doing this. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!